This is the Dreo Portable Air Conditioner's 14,000 BTU air conditioner. It looks like a slim, clean white column with soft curves, a glossy black circular screen on the front, and a small set of touch buttons on the top. The design blends in with furniture more than a chunky appliance usually does. The footprint is compact, roughly 14 by 17 inches at the base, and it stands a little over 28 inches tall, so it tucks next to a window without taking over the whole corner. The display is bright and easy to read across the room, and the front louvers swing to spread cool air instead of blasting in one narrow direction. From my experience, the setup was painless. I took it out of the box, put together the window kit, popped the panels into a sliding window, locked the adjustable rails, and pressed the foam into the gaps for a decent seal. I didn't need tools. The kit is designed to fit windows from about 17 inches to 53 inches, which covers most of what I see in apartments and homes. The one part that pushed me to rearrange furniture was the exhaust hose. It's on the short side, which means the unit needs to sit fairly close to the window. That's not unusual for single hose portables, but it does limit where you can park it in the room. Keeping the hose as straight and short as possible also helps performance, so plan for that. Once I turned it on, cold air arrived fast. BTU is a measure of cooling capacity, and at 14,000 BTU ASHRAE, this model has the muscle for medium spaces. The listing says 300 square feet, and I think that's a safe expectation for most homes with average insulation and sun exposure. In my place, it dropped a 250 square foot office from the high 70s to the low 70s in about 10 to 15 minutes and held it there through the afternoon. In a bigger living room that's more open, it still kept me comfortable, but I had to close doors and draw the shades during the hottest part of the day. Airflow feels strong, and the oscillating louvers keep the cool from pooling in one spot. The noise performance is a highlight. Key features that matter to me include a low noise floor, and this unit claims as low as 46 decibels with the compressor isolated better than many portables I've used. In my opinion, the sound is similar to a box fan on low, more of a soft whoosh than a rattly hum. I was able to work and sleep with it running. If you're sensitive to high-pitched tones, I didn't hear anything shrill from the compressor or the fan motor, which is often what wakes me up with cheaper models. The smart controls make daily use easier. I connected it to 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi, paired it in the Dreo app, and then added it to Alexa. App control worked smoothly for switching modes, setting target temperatures, changing fan speeds, scheduling, and using the 24-hour timer. Voice commands to turn it on, off, or set a temp are handy when I'm across the room. The on-device controls are simple, but I leaned on the app more because scheduling is cleaner there. Drainage-free operation is another big draw. Portable ACs normally pull water out of the air as they cool, and older models need you to empty a bucket or run a drain hose. This unit uses a self-evaporating system that reuses much of that water to help cool the condenser and then vents moisture out with the exhaust. When humidity stays under about 85%, I didn't have to empty anything. If you live in a very humid area or you're running it non-stop as a dehumidifier, you might still need to connect a drain. But during a typical summer day, it ran without asking for attention. Maintenance is just rinsing the washable filters every few weeks, which takes a couple of minutes. It's worth talking about efficiency and the single hose design in plain terms. A single hose portable pulls some air from the room to cool the condenser and pushes the warm air outside. That can create slight negative pressure, which pulls a bit of warm air in from other rooms or tiny gaps. Dual hose designs reduce that effect, but are usually bulkier. With this unit, sealing the window kit well, shortening and straightening the hose, and shading the window gave me the best results. Those small steps matter. There are a few trade-offs. The unit weighs about 62.9 pounds, and while the recessed side handles help, I wouldn't want to carry it upstairs alone. The casters roll fine on hard floors, but struggle on thick carpet. The glossy black display panel looks nice and picks up fingerprints and dust quickly. There's no heat mode, so this is a dedicated cooling appliance. It runs on standard 120 volts, but like any powerful AC, the startup draw can make lights flicker on a loaded circuit. I had no issues on its own outlet, but I wouldn't share it with a microwave or a space heater.
As for placement, the included hose length is adequate for windows right beside the unit, though I wish it were longer. Keeping the run short really does improve cooling in practice, so I worked with it rather than against it. On controls and modes, you get cooling, dehumidifier, and fan only. The fan mode is nice when the evening cools down and you just want air movement. The dehumidifier mode pulls down that sticky feel without overcooling, which helps in shoulder seasons. The timer and scheduling are reliable, and the app notifications let me know when the filter needs a rinse or if the room hits the temperature target. Build quality feels solid for the category. The plastic shell is well aligned, no creaks, and the louvers don't wobble when they swing. The overall look is understated enough to sit in a bedroom or living room without looking out of place. The dimensions are 14.37 by 17.32 by 28.13 inches, which matched my tape, and the model number is DRHAC006S White. I appreciate that there's warranty coverage listed as 1 year with a chance to extend to 30 months through the brand, and the app includes quick links to support, which I always check before I rely on smart features long term. It's perfect for renters or anyone who can't install a window unit, for bedrooms or home offices where quiet matters, and for spaces where you want app and voice control instead of reaching for a remote in the dark. The cooling is strong for its size class. The noise performance is genuinely mild, and the drainage-free design cuts out the hassle of emptying a tank on normal summer days. If you plan to move it often between floors or across thick carpet, the weight and mobility might be frustrating. If your room gets intense afternoon sun and is very large, you'll still need to manage shades and doorways to keep temperatures in check, which is true of most portables. I'd recommend this for anyone who wants reliable, quiet cooling in a single room up to around the 300 square foot range, values smart controls, and prefers a clean look over industrial styling. If you're comparing to a window unit, window models still win on pure efficiency, but this Dreo wins on flexibility and ease of setup. If you're comparing to other portables, the low noise and self-evaporating design stand out, and the app is better than most I've crested. In my opinion, the best way to get top performance is to give it a dedicated outlet. Keep the hose short and straight, seal the window kit tightly, swing the louvers to spread air, and rinse the filters when the app nudges you. Do that, and it delivers steady, comfortable cooling with very little fuss. From my experience, the convenience of drainage-free operation and the quiet compressor isolation make it an easy daily companion through a long summer. In conclusion, the Dreo Portable Air Conditioner's 14,000 BTU model is a thoughtfully designed, smart-enabled AC that cools quickly, runs quietly, and reduces maintenance to almost nothing when humidity is moderate. The hose length, single hose efficiency trade-off, and the heavy frame are the main caveats. If those fit your expectations, it's a strong pick for a bedroom, office, or living room where comfort and control are the priorities. I will update specific information about the Dreo Portable Air Conditioners in the comments. Don't forget to catch my next video.